morning. Here we are. I hope it's a lovely day wherever you are. It looks like that's a wall over there. Looks like you can see everything. I have a towel, I have blocks, and I have my blanket for sitting. And it's probably the last time this guy should go by, so just blowing off his work. But I have these if it gets really bad. All right, so our practice today will be more of a flow, not fast. We need to do some openings, so if you have a towel or a strap, we'll kind of get to that sooner rather than later. There will be some floor work and work with the core. But we're going to do a standing series that includes the standing bow pose, bringing the knee front, going to the standing pigeon pose, and then opening up from the eagle pose. So we'll work on our balance in that regard, and it should be kind of fun. So bring your lighthearted self to this practice today. Not perfect, and I'm glad you're here. You can do it later if you want. So we come to Namaste. Take a moment on the mat to just be with your breath, and I will step over here and join you. So, sitting here in a fashion that feels suitable for you. Taking a moment to just go inside and see where you are. Meet yourself on your mat. So as you're sitting here, bring strength into the support of your body by addressing the Mula Bandha, the pelvic floor energy, drawing in through the action of Uddiyana, supporting through our core, lifting the spine and relaxing through your neck and shoulders, and then lifting with the crown of the head. You don't have to look up. You can hold on to your knees if that feels more supportive. You can do a yoga mudra hand gesture. You can even put your hands behind, or you could sit in a chair. Once you get yourself solid in a base, you can keep your eyes open, lowered, or closed, and tune into your breath, that natural, ever-serving breath. So you might find there's congestion or freedom in your nasal passages. If you need to breathe through the mouth, of course you can and you should. If you're familiar with Ujjayi breathing or Ujjayi breath, then allow that to also be part of your practice, that Darth Vader breath that moves through the throat. And as we sit, allowing this breath to just occupy our mind, you may begin to notice parts of your body where there's something going on. Maybe your knee, your hip, your foot, your shoulders. We should always acknowledge where there might be those problem areas and not assume we can just push through them. Those are in our younger days. So now we want to be more mindful and practical and do a practice that will serve us best today. I will remind you about the bandhas and the breath throughout our practice. So as you flutter your eyes open and release your arms to the sides of your space, feel the fingers reach and extend without raising the shoulders up. Lift the crown of the head toward the sky. Sink the base of your torso into the earth. Lift the arms on the next breath in. Join the palms together wherever that happens for you. Draw the hands down into the heart, cultivating our attitude of gratitude. Things may not be going in the right direction for you, but you can find a bit of gratitude along that pathway. Perhaps it's just to learn the lesson. So I'm going to rub my hands together, bringing a little energy, little chi. And then I'm going to use the energy that I'm creating with my hands and send it down my arms, starting with my shoulders, all the way down, shoulders, all the way down. It's almost like a dry bath. If you do have a watch device that you need to set, I've already set mine. There is a yoga setting, so you get that credit. Once again, vigorously run the palms of the hands together. And then reach in toward the neck and the back, and just let those hands bring some energy into your neck and shoulders. Self-massage is a thing. Once more, bringing those palms together, and this time a little bit down around my knees. You can leave your legs crossed or extended, or you can lift them up and just bring the hands around the knees. So we shared our energy to our important joints. Now go ahead and lean back on your hands, still seated. I'm on a blanket. You can be on a blanket or not. Feet are together. This is where I drop my legs from side to side. Sometimes if your back is a little cranky, you have to be more gentle at this early part of our practice. And then maybe after it warms up, it responds more gracefully. Bandha Konasana, cobbler's pose. The bottom of the feet come together. You're leaning back on your hands so you have the freedom to open your knees. Lift up your chest. So I am bearing weight on my palms. If that's difficult for you, you can be on knuckles. But I'm leaning back to lift up my chest. My knees fall more open. Use the hands to walk your spine up. So I use my fingertips to get out of this rounded position into this elongated position. Now your knees may move up a bit, and it's okay wherever they are. And maybe it's best for you to keep the hands behind as you hinge or lean yourself forward. Maybe you can take one or both hands forward and use the hands to pull through the hip joint without rounding. So we say lead with the heart, not with the head. Then go ahead and look downward. Find your breath. Roll your spine up. Take whichever hand that you would like and press it behind you. The hand behind shoulder draws back. You see I've created a turn. And I can keep my hand on the same leg or the opposite leg as you wish, and just take a little look behind you. That's where you were yesterday. Returning to center, put the other hand back, draw the shoulder back, sitting nice and tall, look beyond. As you return to center, I'm going to get off my blankets as I lift up and scoot it off to the side. Because we're going to be doing a lot for the front of the thigh, I'm going to do an early little preparatory. So lay out on your mat, be up on your elbow just for a moment. Knees are bent. And this is one of the ways we can access the standing bow pose. Lifting the top leg. Slide your hand over your thigh, down your knee until you grab the ankle. Now you're going to hold the ankle up and the knee will fall down. Feel that dead weight, that heavy leg. Pulling the leg back as far as you feel you can. Now you'll feel the need to fall back, so help yourself by leaning forward. The leg is heavy, the weight in your hand is heavy, and you want to feel down that thigh, bringing that heel toward the bottom. Releasing, moving to the other side. So you could just flip over. I'm going to go to this side just so you can hear me over the blower. This is life. Bend the knees. I'm thankful someone else is doing it, not me. So my knees are bent. Grab down the thigh until I reach to the foot. Now I'm going to feel the weight of my leg holding just at my ankle, pulling my heel back toward my bum, and instead of falling back, I'm going to lean forward to counterbalance. Keep moving the leg back, keep feeling the weight. It's very common to want to hold the leg. Let the leg be passive and supported. And we come back up. So we'll do a little bit more of that standing up. So if you can, without your hands, in any fashion that works for you, go ahead and bring yourself up to that standing position. I always think I'm standing and sitting like Grace Kelly, so we try and do that with a bit of grace. So I'm going to grab my towel. Remember I said a towel or a strap would be good to have. If you're going to use the strap, make sure you hold the buckle and you can double it up because we don't need it very far. We have done this with the legs before. We'll go through each one of the positions and then we'll kind of flow through it. You'll see what I mean. My feet are about the distance of my hips and my arms are straight, holding the towel. Rarely will I bend the elbows, but you'll see. On the breath in, go ahead and bring the arms up with a bit of tension on your strap or your towel. And then bend both of your knees, so a sense of sinking. Right foot goes back on the ball of your foot. Right foot goes back on the ball of your foot. Right foot crosses behind the front leg, so you can cross it way over without turning, so you're still facing. Lower the back heel, stiffen the elbows as that top arm might want to bend, and then lean a little toward the back leg. So we will come here, elbows straight, front knee bent, back leg straight. When you release the arms back up, step out, let the arms come down to Uttanasana, to forward fold. Now you may not go very far, you may want to put your hands on your legs, or you may be able to fold further forward. Carefully bend the knees as you rise up. Watch your blood pressure and continue the arms overhead. Bend the knees. Now it's time for the left foot to step back on the ball of the foot. Cross it behind the front leg without turning the body. Lower the back heel. It will straighten your leg while the front knee is bent. Stiffen both of your arms. Gently tip toward the back leg. For a little more challenge, you can also look up. Breathe. This time when you step back up, bend the elbows, bring the strap or the towel behind your head towards your shoulders, and lift the chest. So those are the positions. I'll move through them a little faster than we just did. Inhale, arms up, knees bent. Exhale into that lateral lean, elbows are straight. Inhale, step up. Exhale, fold over. Inhale, bend the knees and come all the way up. Exhale, bend the knees and step left foot behind, tip over. Inhale, step up. Exhale, bring the hand behind and lift the chest. Repeating, arms up on the inhale. Right foot goes behind and you lean on the exhale, stiffen the elbows. Inhale, step up. Exhale, imagine the pillow between your legs. Inhale, rise up. Exhale, cross over, stiffen the elbows. Inhale, lift up. Exhale, bend the elbows, lift the chest. Once more, inhale, up. Exhale, lean, stiffen the arms. Inhale, lift. Exhale, fold. Inhale, rise. Exhale, step behind, lean. Inhale, rise up. Bend the elbows, lift the chest. This time bring the arms around. And you can let go of the towel or the strap as you set it off to the side. So I feel a little more open. Let's go through a traditional vinyasa where we do the push-ups. Elbows in, they are chaturangas. Remember, up dog, baby cobra or cobra for your up. Downward dogs, all that stuff. Okay, step to the end of your mat. Establish Tadasana. Don't you feel more open? Yes, I do. Thank you. Feet are rooted, fingers are reaching, crown of the head is lifting. I'm feeling solid, I'm feeling supported. As the arms lift and rise, I breathe in. Bending out, I bend the knees and touch the floor. Lifting my chest, dropping my hips. Stepping back into a plank or a push-up position, loading into hands and toes, or if you prefer, the hands and the knees. Keeping your chin up and the elbows in, lowering yourself down softly on the mat, relax the toes. Baby cobra, cobra, up dog as you wish. Exhale, come back down. Turn your toes under, hips go up either from the knees or from the tops of the toes. Do your best to push up and into that downward dog as you adjust those feet mindfully, not too close, not too far. Maybe a bent knee is better for you. Stand on one foot, it won't matter which one. Pick up the other foot just for a little three-legged dog. Put it back down, stand on that foot, pick up the other leg, stretch it up for the three-legged dog other side. Place it down, bring both of your heels up as you breathe in. And the knees look forward. Walk, step, or jump to where your hands are. Dropping the hips, laying the body on your thighs. The hands go on or around. Bow over and draw together. Breathe out. Breathe in, stand all the way up. Check the blood pressure. And put the hands at the heart. Bend the knees and tip forward. Stand on your right leg. Move your left leg back. And then wiggle it. Leaning forward always helps this. Trap the front knee. You're at hip distance and you're balanced. We want to open the front of the leg that has stepped back, your left leg. Bring the hands to the heart and lift your chest up until you feel that pull. Careful not to bend the back knee, but to keep it squeezing straight. Do the best you can. Lace the fingers or clasp the hands and extend them forward of your chest. Engage through your core. Shoulders are down. Sink and be grounded as you breathe. Raise the arms. Maybe put the hands behind the head. Lift the chest, and as you lean back, more opening at the front of your thigh. Returning center, bringing the hands all the way down to below lunge. Stepping back into your plank. From knees, from toes, elbows in, down we go. Baby cobra, cobra, up dog. Exhale down. Toes under, hips up from knees or toes. Press off the mat to the downward dog. Adjust those feet. Eyes are to your thighs. Stand on one foot, doesn't matter which one. Pick up the other foot. Place that foot down, stand on it, lift the other leg, three-legged dog. Stand on 2 feet, raise both heels. Bend the knees, look forward. Walk or step up to where the hands are. Drop the hips, lift the chest. Bind behind or on the calves. Fold over and draw together. Breathe in, stand all the way up. And place the hands at the heart. Yes, I'm on the other side, it doesn't matter. Bend the knees, lean forward, stand on your left foot, move your right foot back. Lift the chest. So now we're opening the other leg. If this feels familiar, you might be doing the other leg twice. Squeeze that back leg. Lace the fingers or clasp the hands as you press the arms forward without elevating your shoulders. Bringing the hands behind the head, leaning back a little with support for the head. You should feel more opening. Careful the knee doesn't bend. Keep it straight. Releasing the hands down to the mat. Step back into your plank from the knees, from the toes. Come on down. Baby cobra, cobra, up dog. Coming all the way down, hips up from knees or toes. Press up into your plank and downward dog. Again, stand on one foot, doesn't matter which one, pick up the other leg. Put that leg down. Pick up the opposite leg, so you're in a three-legged dog. Both legs down, bend the knees, come to your mat. If you need padding under your knees or double up the mat, palms or knuckles, from all fours, a little more for our shoulders. Extend the leg closest to me, back behind you. Drop the heel down, lean onto the arm of the knee that's on the floor so that you can lift the arm of the leg that's extended. So be this picture. This is good enough. However, you can lift the leg. However, you can open the arm. Release the foot, pivot on the ball of the foot as you come back to all fours. Other side, you don't have to move. I just think it's easier for you to see if I do. Extend your other leg back, drop the heel, lean onto the hand of the knee that's on the floor so you can raise the arm of the leg that's behind you. Staying here or lifting that leg or reaching with that arm. With breath. Releasing the ball of the foot comes up and you come back to all fours. Now we're going to do that again and we're going to try and grab the foot behind us. Keyword, try. And be careful, you might get a hamstring cramp, so be a little careful. First leg goes back, drop the heel. Open up, we just did this. Pulling up. Now the option is to lift the leg and then grab it, but it might be a little easier for your hamstring if you bring the knee here, slide the hand down, and then get to that position here. But if you feel you want to go here and then reach back and grab the foot, that just may inspire a cramp. Kick the foot into the hand. Release, drop the foot, pivot, come back to all fours. We'll try the other side. Try. Foot back, drop, open up. So you can either lift the leg, grab the ankle, or it might be a little easier to bring the knee in. Then you grab the ankle, bring the heel to your bum, and then open up. Or you're here, and you're here. I feel like I'm on a cruise ship. I'm kind of swaying around here. So this time I release the foot and I'm going to come all the way up to a standing position. If you've brought something onto the mat for your knees, scoot it off. Try not to use your hands as we come all the way up. Be the mountain. Be on your mat wherever you want. Find that calm. So in transition, we're going to go through, I will show you. So you will either bring the knee up, let me turn sideways. You'll either bring the knee up so you can grab like we did. You can keep the hand like I'm showing, palm in, or you can roll the hand over. It's like you're shaking hands. Palm is up, not palm is up. Palm is away from you. So you grab the foot, then we kick, first finger and thumb mudra. From here, we come back up, bring the knee forward, cross the ankle, turn back this way, come back this, and then we go to the standing pigeon pose. And then we open like we're flying an eagle and close the posture. You can be on either side of the mat. I will go through it slowly, which is a little harder than moving more quickly. Each time that you go through, say, the pigeon pose or the standing bow pose, see if you can grow it. Look for that edge, as we say in yoga. So we begin. If you want to mirror me, you would stand on your left leg and then bind the right knee. So reaching down and grabbing it, or lifting the foot behind and grabbing it, keeping the palm in, or flipping the palm up. Moving your other arm up, of the arm that you're standing on, kick, and then make a mudra, first finger and thumb. Kick into your standing bow pose. As you come forward, you're going to let go of the leg and bring the knee in front. Place the foot over your standing leg. Hips go back, chest goes forward. You could keep your hands on your thighs to support you, or move your hands into your heart, or even consider putting your hands to the floor. As you come back up, open and stand, do the best you can, and close the posture. Come back and find that calm emanating from your breath, and we'll try the other side. So again, you can bring the knee up of the other leg, or if I turn sideways, I would grab, rotate my hand around, make my mudra, kick, keep breathing. Coming forward, that knee comes up, cross the foot. As your hips go back, lean the chest forward. Hands can be at the heart, hands can be on the floor. Standing up, we open the leg, breathe, breathe, breathe. Close the posture. So those are our 3 positions. We'll move through them a little faster. Sometimes people hop, it happens. So our first leg, bring it into the standing bow pose. Kick the foot into the hand, back to standing. Bring the foot in front, cross the knee, bring the heart forward. Wherever you go is the appropriate place to go. Standing up, becoming the eagle that flies, and closing the posture. Extract the calm as you move to the other side. Kicking into your bow pose. Moving into your standing pigeon pose. Standing to fly the eagle pose. Closing the posture one more time each side. Feed the move with the breath. Grab the ankle from the outside, from the inside. Yoga, mudra gesture, kicking forward. Coming up, crossing the ankle over your thigh. Standing up, flying your eagle, closing the posture, finding the calm. Last time, other side. Bring the heel up, make your mudra gesture, kick into the standing bow, move into the standing pigeon pose, stand in the fly the eagle, and close the posture. Hands on the hips, feet around, circle around, accommodate your sacrum. Go the other way. So we're going to come down onto the mat, bring a towel or a strap. So this one we haven't done for a while. You may remember it. I use a towel, so I'm going to be laying on my back with my arms holding the towel. Now my arms are not back on the floor, they're up here. If I didn't have a towel or chose not to use a towel, I would scoot down on my mat so I could grab the edges of my mat, and then my arms are straight. I'm going to try and pull either the towel, the strap, or the yoga mat apart. So I'm trying to pull it apart. I can't do it. And just trying to pull that apart. That's an isometric contraction, so you need to not hold your breath. Use your yoga breath. At the same time, you're going to do some core work for your legs. So let's do that. Down to the mat we go. You have 3 options, and we'll do this a couple of times so you can mix and match if you want. So the legs are either in tabletop, pressing together. So my knees, my ankles, my feet are squeezing. The knees are not here. I have that neutral spine. I could extend the legs up with the heels together, kind of a Pilates, or for more challenge, I could move them out. So either here, up here, or out there. The legs are squeezing or abducting. The arms are abducting, pulling away. So working our back muscles, our lats. So, and you breathe. And then when we're done, we'll bring the arms to a relaxing position and you can bring your knees in. So abdominal wall, it's the Uddiyana Action Zipper. If you need to watch it one time, we're going to do this a few times. So, everybody ready? Onto your backs. Arms go over. Again, they're not on the floor, so they're not down here, they're up here. Bring the knees to tabletop, out or down, wherever you feel you want to. Squeeze the legs together, pull the strap, the towel, or the yoga mat apart, and breathe. Stiffen your elbows. Relax the arms. I'm just going to let mine relax above, and I let my feet come down. Draw a nice deep breath so we can go again. So I extend my arms. I place my legs. I squeeze and pull apart and breathe. And I rest. Knowing the rest is to follow, really put an effort forth. So one more time, stiffen the elbows, bring the knees where you want them, squeeze the legs, pull the strap, the towel, or the mat, and breathe. And rest. Go ahead, let go of the strap or the towel. Carefully bring your elbows up and then bend the elbows so they're pointing toward the sky and the hands fall down to the shoulders. Breathe. Go ahead and place the hands behind the head, and if you want, you can lace them or stack them. Look beyond your knees. So you're going to do the tippy toe dance. So instead of stomping your feet, you're going to be on your tippy toes, and you're going to just lightly touch the toes to the mat. And you're going to lift the head with it being cradled by the hands. What this does is put the demand on the core. So you really pull in through the action of Uddiyana. Without forcing the back down, you keep the abdominal wall nice and tight. Now your back may go down, but it's not because you've done this. It's just because as the head comes up, it may move down a little bit. So just point of information. Tippy toes, head is up. Now go ahead and do your little tippy toe dance. The chin is not resting on the chest. You're just watching yourself tippy toe dance. And then rest. So that's the foundation. There is a way to intensify should you wish. It would still be the head lifted, still be the tippy toe dance, but instead one toe goes out and then the other toe. So all you're doing, if you were to think of your legs as a lever, short lever, long lever. Longer lever needs more support. So you can do the tippy toe dance, knees bent, or you can do tippy toe dance with your legs extended. So we do dynamic yoga, holding the head, being on your tippy toes, activate your abdominal wall, and then in either this or this, and rest. So these isometric contractions, the holding of the abdominal wall, is probably the most functional way to use our core. However, we often need to be dynamic, and then we move, we twist. So let's move on to what you might think is the bicycle, but in yoga, it becomes less this and more extend, return, extend, and return. So the speed goes out of it, and you're very mindfully crossing, thinking shoulder to hip, not elbow to knee, and you go there for a breath, come back, pause with knees above the hips, and then moving the other way. So slower is actually a harder, more effort is required rather than using momentum and speeding. Take breaks when you need to, continue when you can. Let us begin. Ding, 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 time's up. Feet come down, head comes down, hands come down. Take a bridge pose. Up onto the shoulders and feet, or snug the shoulders and go even more. Bind the hands if you wish. Feet are parallel. Feet have weight on each part of the foot, not rolling out, not rolling in. If your hands are behind you, spread them out. Come down from your upper back, pull in through the middle back, release through the lower back, and we come to an option of either happy baby, so the knees are apart, you reach and grab the outer edges of the feet so that your thumb is about where the pinky toe is. You position the feet up and the legs are apart. If you were to want a little bit more, consider opening your legs into a wide straddle. Kind of depends if there's a wall in your way. So happy baby or wide extension. Relax the back, drop the tailbone. Good time to breathe. So you can roll to your side, or you can bring your legs in and push on your elbows, and as you drop the feet, you get a roll up, kind of easy peasy. So a little bit of back extension. If you have issues in your back, I'm not saying you have to arch. Bridge pose was enough arching. This one is about using the erector spinae and especially the multifidi, these magical muscles that innervate into your spine. So I am going to be doing a lift of my chest with the elbows, drawing back like you see. Then I may want to progress into what you would say looks like a breaststroke, bringing my elbows forward and making them press back. Personally, I feel like this is safer for my back than doing the Superman or Salambasala, where the arms are extended out and the legs are extended back. But if you prefer to do that, if you say, I think I'm good with that, you are welcome. I'm not saying it's bad to do. I'm just going to offer an alternative and choose it for myself. So laying on your belly, if you want to watch first, I'll show you. So this is what I was saying. If you know that you can lift and do this, and it's pain-free, your feet are up and your arms are out, you can do that. Otherwise, you're going to have the elbows bent by your side. You'll lift the chest so the weight is into your forearms, and then you'll lift up the elbows, and you'll go back down. So you lift up the chest, you raise the elbows, and you go back down. Now that's a good introductory. It allows you to lift your chest with support from your arms. If at some point you feel like you're ready to move on to the more challenging one, as your knower might suggest, instead of waiting to lift the elbows lift at the same time and come back down. I wouldn't make the assumption you can do that from the get-go, so you might want to try the first one, progress into the second one, and then if you were to do the one where you lift, extend the arms out and back, and then come back down. Either using the hands as you come up, or lifting up and then doing the breaststroke. So I've just demonstrated for you some variations. This is designed to strengthen our back. Keep your abdominal wall in, so the action of Uddiyana, Mula Bandha, and the action of Uddiyana, and we will do this together. Breathing out when you come up and in when you come down. Give yourself one more. And move to child's pose. Gently, gently, hips go back, arms go forward. Become aware of Mula Bandha. As the Mula Bandha engages the action of Uddiyana, you walk your hands back until you come perhaps to a seated position, accommodating for any needs. So we're going to do a little twisting. You're welcome to sit back on your blanket. We'll face one another, or you can just sit on your mat. Sometimes sitting on the blanket or the towel or the pillow can be helpful, and I'll show you why. If I'm sitting up here and my feet are down below it, it just helps me sit taller with the support of my hand. It's not that I can't do it without it, but that extra lift might be worthwhile for you to try. So mirror me by sitting on your left hip. Have your top leg resting on the bottom leg and lift nice and tall. So we are going to be turning away from one another. A few reminders: you want to lift before you rotate. The hand on the mat is the supporting hand for your spine. The other hand is active. I could park it here on my leg and not use it and just turn, and this arm isn't doing anything, but I need for it to do something. You have a choice. You can either keep it straight and push it. You see, as I push, it drives my shoulder forward. So as I push with my hand, it inspires the rotation. Or I could pull it. I could pull with my arm. So use the arm that's on the leg, the lower leg, to turn the breath, to turn with the breath. So I get nice and tall on the inhale. Now use your arm and slowly rotate. And return back center. So we're going to go again. I want you to identify this kind of twist is a little different. It's more in the belly. Where I'm rubbing is where I think you might be feeling it. And where you feel it is where you feel it. So let's try it one more time. Get very tall, breathe in, exhale, push or pull. And return back center. Top leg, so as presumably your right leg, I'm going to lean over on my hand and bring that top leg, if I can, over my thigh. I'm sitting on a blanket, so as I sit back, I want to be sure I'm sitting on it. For those of you who find this position a little challenging, try a blanket or pillow and you might feel more successful with it, but you don't need one. But you want to be sitting on both sides of your pelvis. If this bottom knee doesn't like it, it's too compressed or it's been too compressed for too long, go ahead and stretch it out. So we're going to twist the other way, and we'll do the same thing the other side. Opposite hand holds the knee up, or maybe you use the elbow, or maybe you use the upper arm. Now your right hand goes behind you. Get tall, and then go ahead and progress into your rotation the other way. Feels a little different, doesn't it? And return back center. Pause, and we'll do it one more time. Using the right hand to lift you tall, using your left hand to do that pulling or hugging or propping. Go ahead and turn yourself around. And release. So we do that first twist, so now that means I take the top leg off, I I move my feet to the other side. I'm still sitting on my blanket, so hip is on the blanket, top leg resting on the bottom leg. Now my right hand is support. This is my region I suspect you're going to feel. Left hand comes to the lower leg, straight arm or bent elbow. Roll that top shoulder back, breathe in, and slowly make that turn. Very different feeling. And return back center, and we go a second time. So let's just say you did it one time straight elbow, try the pulling. Maybe you did pulling, so it's time to try the straight elbow, kick into your tricep. And we begin nice and tall, and then rotate. Returning center, lean over, bring that top leg and place it over your thigh, and then sit back on your bum. Again, the towel or the blanket, very helpful, but not required. Bottom leg can come out in front if you prefer. Opposite hand, opposite leg, elbow, upper arm. We'll do this twice. Nice and tall, breathe in, rotate shoulder back, breathe out. So depending on you, this might be about the spine, but it also can be about the hips, certainly about the breath. And return center, and we'll do this one more time. Maybe you change your hand to an elbow to an upper arm, or just do the same thing again. Get nice and tall. As you exhale, rotate. And return center, Bandha Konasana, or if you prefer, sitting Sukhasana, either with the legs crossed or the bottom of the legs together, with or without a blanket or a towel. So I'm going to lean back, so if I had my legs like this, I'd be holding my shins and lean back, and I'm hoping to feel some gentle stretching of my upper traps. So I could either lean back, maybe from this side you see better. So I do want that roundedness between my shoulder blades, or in here, however your legs would like to be. Pull yourself up to a nice lifted position. Turn and look over one shoulder and down toward the floor. Again, your feet can be where you want. Bandha Konasana, cobbler's pose. You're looking over one shoulder. Look to the belly. Head up nice and tall. Turn and look the other way. Look down. So what I'm hoping you're feeling is that upper trap on the opposite side from where you're looking. So if you're looking down, it would be that opposite side. And then chin to the chest. And then come back up. And it's not uncommon to find there's more tension on one side than another. Taking the hands, again, if this one might feel like you need to cross the legs. If you do this and you go, this doesn't quite feel right, go ahead and switch over to the Sukhasana, and then lift up the chest, let the elbows fall open, the head pushing back. So there's a bit of core, because if you go too far, you'll fall over. So just lift up. And then bring the arms forward. Okay, one leg out to the side. Won't matter which one, because it will either look the same or feel the same. Use the hands to sit up nice and tall. You can get off the blanket or if you want, but this is from my knee to my pelvis, is what I want to feel. Use the hands to hinge yourself forward, and if you want, bring the hands forward. As you come back up, we go to the side of the leg that's out. So I want that hand behind me to support my back. Open the arm of the bent knee, whichever one that is, and then reach up over the head as if you were reaching to grab the foot. Might not happen, probably won't, but if it does, that would be cool. Push on the hand behind you to help bring you up. Take your time. Help gather that extended leg in so that you can now repeat this on the other side. The leg goes out, the spine comes up, with or without the help of a pillow. So from the knee to the pelvis is where you want to feel. Hands behind, keep the spine up tall, and you lean forward. Maybe you move your hands forward. Find your breath. Walking yourself back up. Right hand goes behind, or the leg that's out straight goes behind to support your back. Reach the other arm out. Laterally open up. Does this feel different on the other side? Likely will. And support your back as you come up, so there's no need to speed. Go ahead and draw your leg out. So I'm going to do a little bit for the bendy toes, coming over onto my all fours. I'm just going to keep my knees here. You can move your blanket. And I got my bendy toes turned under. For those who can, begin to move back until you feel those toes bend. This should not be painful, so if you can only tolerate it a little bit and then come up and get off. If this is easy for you, count your blessings. It's not so easy for everybody. The feet tend to change over time, just like our hands, just like our eyes, just like our ears. So move to a standing position, and hopefully you have a wall nearby. Try not to use the hands as you move yourself all the way up, and you feel like you have those pixie toes where the toes are just curled up. So I'm going to use the wall to open the back of my leg. So we didn't do a whole lot of forward folds. We did a couple where we laid our body on our thighs and we pressed together, and then we went forward early when we had the towel, if you remember. This one, if you don't have a wall, it's okay. I will show you without. But if I had a wall, I wouldn't have my feet right at the base of the wall, but I would lean back so my hips, let's just say the wall is where my hand is, I'm moving my hips back to lean on the wall. And you don't want to slide. Then one of your legs will go forward with the toe up, making the knee straight. And then I do my Uttanasana. I lay myself forward with the help of gravity, supporting at my back with my hands on my thigh. Now, if you said, I don't have a wall nearby, that's okay. You can do the same thing. We often do this. The toe is forward. You intend to move your hips back toward the wall. The hands slide down your thigh as you move forward. Bring yourself up in the most mindful way that you can, acclimating for blood pressure and such, switching your legs. I like the wall. Mindfully bring yourself up. Check your blood pressure. Nice. So we finished with a little bit more for our shoulders. So we've been kind of mixing one end of the body with the other end of the body. So this is the cat on the wheel. You'll be on your all fours. So again, if you want a little padding for your knees, go ahead and give it to you. So this is the one where there's a ping pong ball, or in my case, a golf ball, and it's right here on the mat. And you're going to push it with your nose forward. Then you come back up and there's another one and you push that one down. It does look a little funny because your bum is up in the air, but this is what it looks like. Now if you see that and feel that you're going to fall on your face, go a little bit higher. So maybe you use an orange or a softball. And if you can't do the palms, you can do the knuckles. Okay, one more time. All right, so let's set ourselves up for a little bit of quiet time, which could be the hardest part of the workout. So if you have the time, I hope you can get yourself set up for Shavasana. If you happen to have a blanket or a big towel, it's really nice to have the weight of that towel go over you. So you kind of get all tucked in here. You can use a pillow if you want. So the weight of a towel, a blanket, or just having your head on a pillow is absolutely fine. So I transition over to be closer to you, and you set yourself up into that position to do nothing. And I know this doesn't seem like the most challenging thing in the world, but I will tell you, there are some people, when I do my live classes, who lay on the floor and their fingers are like dum, 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 dum. So that I know, for me personally, this is quite challenging for me to slow my mind. As you can imagine, I have the monkey mind. So if you come by this easily, know that all of us don't. So if you have a ponytail, maybe you remove it. If you have glasses, maybe you remove them. You get yourself into a position that really requires very little of the body. Can be that classic Shavasana corpse pose with the legs extended and the arms by the side, though I don't feel that's the only way that is relaxing. You may want your knees up, or maybe something under your knees, like they give you when you get a massage. It makes the back rest a little easier. You could lay on your side, or you could even lay on your belly. So we did a lot of different things with our body, both strengthening, stretching, balancing, and we want to let all those things go. If there was any judgment about how well or how poorly they went, we're going to let all that go. Because as Rafiki said from The Lion King, it doesn't matter, it's in the past. But you have the benefit of having done what you did, and now you bring it to this quiet time. And as you feel the body resting on Mother Earth, and you tune into the breath, and maybe you become aware of that heart beating, and inevitably, as you lay in quiet, the mind will start to go down that list or rerun things that really don't need to. It's hard to let them go. This is that practice. So it may come in, let it just go out the door on the other side. Either remain in touch with your breath or wander into nature and let nature soothe your soul, bring you peace, bring you beauty, allow you to find perspective. As we rest a few moments, waiting for the singing bowl, allow this time to be yours. And so begin to deepen your breath, and perhaps to also wiggle your fingers and toes. We awaken the body from that calm and quiet, extracting what we can when we can. And as you lay a few moments longer and relax, consider these thoughts from Leo Buscaglia, who said, "The fact that I can plant a seed and it becomes a flower, share a bit of knowledge and it becomes another's, smile at someone and receive a smile in return are, to me, continual spiritual exercises." We can express our spirituality in many different ways and in many different places and times. We don't have to wait until we're at a place of formal worship to exercise our spirituality. Every moment that we are alive and aware is an opportunity to acknowledge and express our connection to other people and to the world. Our thought then for us today: I will be open to experiences with other people and with nature, and recognizing the miracle of my life and my place in it. So with that said, move to a seated position. So we have a yoga practice. We try and include it a little bit every day. For some of us, it's just a weekly or when we can squeeze it in event. It's something that is more than just an exercise. Yes, it's mindful and physical, but it's also something that you can take into your everyday living. So whether it's a stretch or a strengthen or just some mindful awareness, or even if it's just cultivating your third eye chakra knower, then you're benefiting from your practice. And so I applaud you for making time for yourself today. Sitting again nice and tall and stretching the arms to the sides of your body. As you lift the arms and fill yourself with all that goodness, all the positivity you can find, join the palms and place them at the heart. And as always, the light in me honors the light in you. We say, Namaste. And now you get on with the rest of your day or the rest of your evening, and hopefully I will see you again in the near future. Namaste.